Hello, and excuse me, welcome to Silaholics Anonymous. I am Shakia, the professor, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to create the. It's a very popular design, the cool mouse, for certain purposes. We're going to call it the cool mouse with shades SVG. This is actually a really easy file to make as long as you know how to use the shape tool. And if you have ever wanted to have that particular design in a specific, like with specific shades on it, I'm going to show you how you can trace any shades or use any shade SVG, like or sunglasses SVG, and be able to create this design yourself. It's a few clicks within Silhouette Studio, and it'll help you understand tracing, offsetting, and your modify subtract just a little bit better. If this is something that you are interested in learning, stick around. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you also hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already, as well as the bell so that you are notified whenever I release new content, or should I say whenever I go live, because most times my content is me going live. So if you would like an opportunity to be on that live and ask questions, make sure that you hit the notification bell and turn it to all. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. All right. So as you can see, we're going to go from these two images to this one. This is, not really an SVG. It's a regular JPEG image of shades. You can even take an actual picture of like real shades and be able to trace that down. If it has a background on it, you can use sites like remove.bg to remove that background on that image. So we're going to come over here. And I realized that I forgot to go over this for my students who are in my Learn Select Studio in 30 days. I gave them the worksheet. I probably shouldn't do this one. I probably should let them figure it out on their own because we've gone through all of these things, I think, except for offset. But I forgot to show it to them so they can do the worksheet. So I'm going to do it live, and it helps them. And it also helps you guys because this is a very popular file that I've seen people ask about how to make their own. All right. So we're going to go to our trace tool. We're going to go select trace area, place our box around it, and it picks up on the black. We're just going to go ahead and do a regular trace and move the original out of the way. I'm going to trace my glasses. So I'll take, just in case I want to have a different like image in the middle, I'm going to take this one and I'm going to do a trace on it just so I can have that middle piece. But now I'm going to do an additional trace and take my threshold up until it does the entire outside. Okay, so I'm at about 96 and I'm going to go trace. Now, for some reason, this came out pretty jagged for me, but that's okay because I'm going to use my edit points and simplify that. Oh, it still didn't give me what I wanted. All right, what I'm going to end up having to do, I saw where the issue was. So I'm going to do this again. We're going to trace it. I'm going to take my threshold up. So my problem area is I don't have like this little piece right here. So we're just going to go trace on that. And I have much smoother lines. I'm just going to go trace in this area right here until I get that part there and go trace. I'm going to move my original take this and weld it all together. And it's still not giving it to me exactly how I want. That's okay. So release compound path, weld everything, and then make this a compound path. I don't know why this time around it's coming out all kind of cuckoo crazy, because it definitely didn't do that the first time. That's how I got the other image. So I'm not sure why all of a sudden my trace is coming out not so great. All right, I'm going to fix this a little bit. It's a little bit more than I planned to do for this video, but you can see how you can not stress and panic when it's not perfect, as long as it's not like too much to change or fix. You can easily go in with your edit points and fix those jagged areas. All right, that works for me. We're going to make sure we don't have any of those little stragglies. And then for this part, we're going to go ahead and release compound path so that I can pull out just these two. All right. And I'm going to size my glasses along with this. So I put both pieces and size those down. I'm going to fill them with color just to get a general idea of where I want this to be. And when I was doing this, the one thing I realized was, I actually did this like a couple years ago, is when we do these, they really don't line up with Mickey Mouse's eyes or nose. Like, it really, really does not line up with where it should be. And we're going to have to pull his nose down some. All right, so I think I'm okay right there. I'm going to make this black just to kind of see. Okay. All right, I'm going to release compound path so I can isolate his nose. So I'm going to hold down shift, click on his nose, and everything else I'm going to make it a compound path again, because I'm going to cut it away and remove it anyway. So now I'm going to do an offset. You make this offset as big or as small as you would like it. Apply, hold down shift, click on the Mickey, which I'm going to make a duplicate of mine. So I'm going to click on the Mickey and modify, subtract. So now I can click on, hold down shift, click on the ears. I'm going to delete everything else and then bring his nose down, make that just a little bit smaller, and then make this part black, his nose black, and I want a little highlight. A couple different ways you create that, but I'm just going to do a basic one. So I'm going to, let's just do it the beginner's way. So we'll just make an oval. We'll fill that in with white. Place this here and rotate it. And that's all it really takes to make that. Now, I probably made those glasses a little bit too big, so I'm going to just make his head just a little bit bigger. And that's what it takes to make this from a regular image. Now, let's say you want it to be a little bit thicker around his head. Depending on which image you use of Mickey, it can be pretty thin right here. You see on this one, I have more space. So what I do for, what you can do for that one is do an offset. So I'm going to go offset, and I'm okay with it where it is there. Just need a little bit more space. If you want it to be bigger, you can go in and, increase your offset. if you want that space to be, that space for his head to be bigger. And we're going to go ahead and hit apply. I don't need the original. I only need the offset. Now, it doesn't give you the point. So for this, you will have to learn how to use your edit points. And we're going to go to corner, rotate this up. We're going to delete this point. I'm going to add a point about right there, which is where the other one is. Delete this point and curve this side up. So that we have the actual point on his head. And I'm going to fill that in with color. He's going to look cuckoo crazy, but that doesn't even matter because we're going to cut most of that off. We're going to take our glasses, place them where we want them. Do an offset. Apply. Hold down Shift. Click on the image, modify and subtract. Hold down Shift, click on the ears and delete everything else. And I'm going to bring my nose in from over here. So now his head area is just a little bit like wider at the top. And then for the mini one, you can add the bow if you can't find like the actual mini head that already has the bow. You can always add a bow in it. I'll make that a different video, but I wanted to just make a really quick one for how to do the Mickey. And then as far as those internal pieces, we're going to, hey, what happened to my pieces? Wait, oh man. Oh, I forgot to, oh no, they're there. Okay. So I'm going to send this to the back. My little pieces were here. All right, I'm going to kind of get them. Now that's a really thin line. If I wanted to show a little bit more of the frame, I would do an internal offset. I'm just going to make those gray for now so I can delete or move my orange ones. And now I can make these. I'm going to make them a compound path. I can make these whatever color I want, or you can crop an image to it or fill it in with a pattern to put your own customized image in it because you have the middle section. We are about to come up on Autism Awareness Month. Plan to take a trip for that. Then you can put the puzzle pieces in there, put it in Minnie Mouse's bow, all that kind of good. Oh wait, okay. I thought I was going to bog it down because that's one of the ones that was acting crazy. But you can fill that in, the glasses in now with any pattern or color that you want. Because I had a pair of glasses that did have an internal piece and it was darker than like the entire outside. So your ability to do this will depend on the shades that you actually trace. But now you can use any types of shades. You don't have to use the aviators. If you want one that looks more like a kid type shade. On the Minnie Mouse one, there's ones that look like a heart. You can create your own as far as the hearts, which that's why I said I'm going to do a different video because I'm going to show you how to create the hearts yourself and make them look like sunglasses on the Minnie Mouse one. But hopefully this video helped. You guys understand how you can create this yourself. And he looks weird. Let's get rid of him. How to go from a regular Mickey and glasses to where you have the customized cool one. All right. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and let me know you enjoyed the video. Also, hit that share button and share it out. Don't forget to visit our website, shop.hsink365.com. If you're going to create this to be able to sublimate onto a shirt, we have amazing sublimation ink and sublimation paper, as well as pigment ink if you're going to do just a regular print and cut of this for a shirt, or maybe put it on a chip bag or a sticker or label or anything like that. We have pigment ink, and we do carry the cartridges and chips for the newer Epson printers, as well as the old ones, and of course ink for eco tanks. If you would like to join my class on learning Silhouette Studio in 30 days, you can still enroll if you are watching this between March 1st and March 30th, 2022. You can join at any point and attend the live sessions. If you're watching after that point, you can still purchase it. You will have access to the full playbacks. Each part of the class is recorded, and you'll be able to follow along and work at your own pace. All right, guys, thank you so very much for joining me today. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.